everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going on a fun little book adventure, bookish adventure with me and some of my friends. We've done this one other time, and that is that we are going to do a book swap, book exchange brunch. I am very excited to go and hang out with the girls and to see what books it is that we are going to have and swap. And before we go, I just wanted to show you guys some of the books that I'm ready to take off my shelves, either because I don't plan on rereading them, maybe I didn't enjoy them or wasn't the biggest fan of them, or potentially I've just never read them and I don't see myself realistically getting to them anytime soon. So we're going to talk about those books and I'm going to show those to you. But before I do, I just want to remind you to please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel and it lets me know what kind of videos you guys are enjoying. But now let's just get into the books that I'm ready to let go of. Okay, so I really didn't have that many. I think I only have 4 that I am taking with me. First, we have this Sally Rooney Beautiful World, Where Are You? This is actually the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and I found this when I was doing a Little Free Library book swap, and I just don't see myself realistically getting to it anytime soon, so I am going to let this one go. Next, we have a book that I DNF'd. This is The Sanatorium. It wasn't awful. It's not like I DNF'd it because it was really bad. I just wasn't that into it. It's very much a mystery thriller, almost like if you were reading a scary movie or like a thriller movie, which, I mean, that makes sense. I don't know why I said that. But this is one of the books I'm going to let go of because I couldn't finish it, and I decided that if I do end up finishing it, I'll just do the audiobook because the audiobook is on Spotify and I can also get it from my local library if I want to. And the last 2 books that I'm going to be letting go of are from a series. We have Me Before You, which I love this book. Sobbed my eyeballs out. It was so good. And with this one, I just don't see myself rereading it because I love the movie. I really enjoyed the book, basically just because I enjoyed the movie, and I just don't think I'm going to reread it. If I feel like I want to get back into this, I'll probably just watch the movie. But I also have the book that comes after it, which is After You, and they don't match. So I know that bothers some people. It kind of personally does bother me a little bit, but I did thrift both of these, and now I am ready to pass them on to the next person who wants to read them. It's just, yeah, it's really sweet books, but again, I don't see myself rereading them, so I'm going to let them go. Those are the 4 that I know for sure I am going to let go of. I'm going to look back over my shelves a few more times just to be sure I'm not missing something, or like maybe just try to be super realistic with myself and see if there's anything else that I just don't see myself getting to anytime soon, and see if I want to take those with me. Okay, I did look my shelf back over and I found one more book that I think I'm going to let go of. This is Worth the Wait by J. Sterling. It's a romance book and it takes place in a series, but it's not like you have to read them in order from what I understand. Now this book I actually won in a giveaway, which I super appreciate, but again, with all the books that I have on my TBR and on my shelves, and also this massive reading slump I've been in, I just don't see myself getting to this anytime soon. And then a lot of my friends really enjoy romance books, so I think this is one I might pass off and let them read, because I think a big selling point of this that is pretty cool is it's actually signed. I know, why am I giving this up? I'm just trying to be realistic with myself, okay? So I'm going to put this one in the bag and take it with me, and we will go now and have brunch with the girls. Okay, I am back home and I'm going to show you guys the books that I brought home with me. Real quick, I'm also going to apologize for the lighting in the second half of this video, in this portion at least, because my ring light stand that I typically use is broken. So we're recording this clip without the additional light. Hopefully you guys can at least still see me and see the books. But the first book that I brought home with me is Tangled Up in You. This is by Christina Lauren, and it's also kind of a Rapunzel retelling. I mean, obviously you can tell by the title as well as the cover, but there's also these little sprinkles of things also from Tangled that are just in here. Like this guy, he went to school at Corona College, and Corona is the name of the kingdom in the Tangled movie. And then our main girl, her name is not Rapunzel, but it is Rin, which starts with an R, and she has taught herself to paint and how to do all these different things, much like Rapunzel. And then instead of growing up in like a tower locked away from everybody, she grew up on a homestead, living off the grid. So I'm very interested in this. I've had my eye on it for a while. And then I also just love Christina Lauren's books. They are some of the greatest authors. I mean, I just love what they do. The next book that I came home with is The Coworker by Frida McFadden. I have read several of her books. I think I've read 4 or 5 of them, and they are great little thriller mystery books. They're very quick. I enjoy her writing style, and this is one, of course, that I have not read yet. So very excited to have this. When I am in a thriller mood, one of her books is always going to work for me. So I'm very excited to get into this when I'm ready for another thriller. And then we have a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Kingdom of the Wicked. This is by Carrie Maniscalco, and this book is just gorgeous. This map with all the different houses. So pretty. And then of course the cover is gorgeous as well. But I have heard really great things about this book. I did not know that it was associated with James Patterson, but it says that he is presenting this book, so that is pretty cool. Amelia and her twin sister Victoria are Shrieky witches who live secretly among humans, avoiding notice and persecution. One night, Victoria misses dinner service at the family's renowned Sicilian restaurant. Amelia soon finds the body of her beloved twin desecrated beyond belief. I'm not going to read the entire little blurb there, but that already, I love a mystery, so happy to have brought this one home. And then the last book that I came home with is The Magicians. This is by Lev Grossman. I honestly don't really know much about what the book is about because there's not a blurb anywhere in the front or the back that gives me any information, but it's gorgeous and it's fantasy, or I kind of assume it's fantasy. I really just need to look up more about this book to be sure, but it's beautiful and I'm very happy to have it in my possession now. I did mention in my last video that I actually won, or maybe it was my video before, but I won the pumpkin painting contest at the library, and part of that was I won some books as my prize, and 2 of those were The Merciful Crow and Wicked Saints. So these are 2 romantasy books, so I need to find places for them on my shelf, as well as find places on my shelf for all these new books. So now I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging, and I'll show you guys what I end up moving around. Okay, so I put Tangled Up in You right here with all of my other Christina Lauren books. Like I said, I do have a few. And then I put The Magicians right here, and I did it pages out, which I might flip around. The only reason I did that is because I do have several books on this shelf that are turned pages out, and I just decided I might keep that way. But let's see, if I switch it around, I feel like I might like that better. Let's see. Oh, the spine is gorgeous. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that like that. Okay, and then I put The Coworker here with all of my Frida McFadden books. I've also moved The Ghostwriter over here, just with a bunch of my other thriller mysteries. This one's not a thriller mystery, but it's stuck over here for some reason. Okay, and then lastly, I stuck these romantasy fantasy books right here on a shelf with some more fantasy books that I have. I don't necessarily love them here, but I'm gonna make it work for now. So I put these 3 right here underneath all of these. It makes these super high up. which I love the look of a full shelf, but for some reason these being so high I don't love. And I also have another Carrie Maniscalco book, so I almost want to keep them together, but they're both the beginning of a series, so I feel like it's okay to keep them a little separated, at least for now, since my shelf space is quite limited. And that is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and coming with us to our fun little girls brunch. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.